Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whichever part of the world you are in. Welcome. Welcome to Leo's YouTube channel, Speak to Your Heart. Today, I'm going to talk to you on the topic coaching to financial freedom and your DNA involved. This is taken from Toastmasters manual Pathways Effective Coaching. Do you believe in financial freedom? From the bondage of being free, from being a slave to money? That instead of you working for money, money works for you? And what's your DNA? The building blocks to your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you my experience with David in coaching him to financial freedom. David approached me 15 years ago when he was 30 years old. And he told me that we met in our very first meeting and he made it very clear that yes, he wants to be free from financial burdens or whatever, and be totally financial free and do whatever he wants to do, follow his passion, his heart at the age of 60. Ladies and gentlemen, in coaching is basically looking at your present state and where you want to go, the future, and devising a path to the future. And coaching is like a three-legged stool, which the beliefs, values, and goals are very, very important in achieving your dreams and aspirations. So in the very first meeting when I met David, and asked him leading questions and found that he was not coming out with the truth. How? Why? Being an NLP trainer and a coach and a mentor, I watched his eyes movement, his facial expressions, his body language, and found out I used these eye cueing methods and found out that his eyes moving towards the left, constructing images all the time. In other words, he was not telling the truth. So I arranged for another meeting, and in the second meeting, which we had a fortnight later, I told David that yes, I'll be hypnotizing you, David, going in a trance, the reason being to get into a semi-conscious state to know and get out the truth. For being truthful and telling everything, whatever that is there, would help you achieve your goal faster and earlier, even before 60. So we arranged for a meeting, and as I said, "Hello, David, how are you?" David said, "Hello, Leo," and went to shake his hand, caught hold of the wrist of the palm of his hand and said, "David, look at the lines on the palm of your hand. Watch it moving, moving, and moving." And I held this palm of his hand closer and closer to him, and he was in a trance, he was lifeless. And I tapped into his semi-conscious state and got himself exposed to the main values in life, that is integrity. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I found that the way David was in business, and at times the way he was doing business was not in line and tune to my way of coaching, where I place the value of integrity as the topmost. Why is that integrity? Because let's take the case of the Indian cricketer Mohammad Azharuddin or the South African cricketer Hansi Cronje. They were taking bribes, they were cheating, match fixing, and look where they are today. After exposing himself and telling David, yes, you got to be truthful, you got to be honest with your clients, and they will take you all the way and help you achieve your dreams, your goals faster. Having established that, I utilize the presupposition methods of NLP. Being a trainer, coach, mentor, teacher in NLP, what are the presupposition methods? That yes, I align the resources needed to that of David's requirement. The resources we talked about, then yes, the choices that we make, we can align it and tune it, whereby we meet in our next meeting to see the progress, to check on how it's going, taking accountability into account. A coach is also an accountable partner. And then, of course, that the human behavior, the conduct that is conducted by is purposeful. And last but not the least, to understand the whole thing, how it works, we need to act, we need to do. As Confucius rightly said, 540 BC, I see, I remember, I do, I hear, I forget, I do, I understand. Understanding comes in doing. So I met him after having established that relationship and the rapport. I met him for the third time, and there we devised a journey to the vision using the timeline method. That yes, David was 30, here is 60, and how we are going to achieve it step by step, goal by goal, where the larger goal was broken into smaller achievable goals. Goals were smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. After having established that, it was implemented. And every 3 months we met, David and myself, to watch the progress. And along the path, what the discussion that came into account was what is the expected and what is the unexpected. The expected is, yes, David had a 2-year-old son, which he wants to go to university. Then, at age 30. So that plan was put into place. His pension plan was put into place, as well as the unexpected, that death, critical illness, or disability did happen, how to have funds available for it. That was put in place. And David has a holistic plan. All along the journey, every 3 months that we met, I found out that he had extra money because he was following my advice, living below his means, saving more. After all, money saved is money earned. So after having established that, he had extra money which he put into property. David went on to buy one property in Canada, one in Dubai, and one in India, where he is an overseas citizen today. These rental incomes coming from these houses for him helped him further, get closer to retirement earlier. And today, at age 45, he is financially free from the bondage of money. But yes, he wants to have more. He wants to build himself more. And he has not yet reached 60. And so there is income coming already to him. What did I learn from this experience, ladies and gentlemen, is that helping another soul gave me a lot of joy and a lot of satisfaction, inner satisfaction. And David, yes, he felt financially free, he felt good, he knew that yes, with discipline, dedication, and devotion, he did achieve it, and today he is a happy person. What about you, ladies and gentlemen? Are you financially free from the bondage of money? Do you work for your money or your money works for you? To know more, please get in touch with me. My name is Leo Conrad D'Souza. I'm available on 00971 50 5267. Continue watching my YouTube channel. You can also check me out on my website www.theempowerconsultants.com. Bye for now. Stay tuned and watch my next YouTube channel, which will be DNA Part 2. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay happy.